coming few days, I will talk about Buddhist meditations. In fact, I would say this will be a really short course on Buddhist meditations. In the first few episodes, I will talk about the basics, the theory of meditation, especially Buddhist meditation, and in the subsequent episodes, I will have a few meditation sessions where, if you can practice, you can use the recording as an instruction guide for your meditations. So today, let's start with the understanding of meditation. What is meditation really? We know that the mind can be divided into sense consciousness, that is our senses. We see, we hear, we smell, we taste, and we touch. And then there is mental consciousness. The mental consciousness, it ranges from our grossest of experiences such as anger or desire to the very subtle levels of complete stillness, clarity, and calm. It includes our intellectual processes, our feelings, emotions, our memory, our dreams. And coming back to the question of what is meditation, meditation really is an activity of the mental consciousness. So what do we do in meditation? Meditation, it involves one part of the mind observing, analyzing and dealing with the rest of mind. It can have many forms. Even within Buddhist meditations, you have different sets of meditations, such as one is where you concentrate single-pointedly on an object. Through that, you try to understand yourself and develop an awareness of the self. But then it can also be about others, how you can develop love for others. So the ultimate aim of the meditation is to awaken a very subtle level of consciousness and to use this consciousness to discover reality directly through your own experience. And this is pretty much the end result of different Buddhist meditation practices, that the awareness of how things are and how you can combine the reality with love and compassion for all beings. That's what they call as enlightenment. Some people often have certain concerns. For example, if they are not Buddhists and they are following some other religion, they may have certain confusions regarding these practices. But there isn't any problem there. If you see it really, Buddhism is not a religion, it's a practice very similar to yoga, and you can do it irrespective of your religious beliefs. You can maintain your own religion, your own beliefs, and you can practice it just like you do your exercises. In fact, it will help you become a better person and therefore a better follower of your religion. If we talk about different kinds of meditation, in Buddhism we generally have two broad categories of meditation. One is called calm meditation or the shamatha practice, and the other is insight meditation or the vipassana. I have discussed two of these practices in the earlier podcasts, but just to remind you once again, in one practice, that is the calm meditation, what we do is we calm our mind so that we can see it clearly. And when the mind is calm and stable, then we use the insight meditation. That is, we use insights to heal and nurture the mind. These two techniques are complementary and they can be used together in one session. Enlightenment, as I just pointed out, it's a long-term goal. But that doesn't mean practicing meditation will only have long-term results. You'll find a lot of short-term benefits as you start practicing meditation. Once you see that the concrete picture of reality, it is softening, you'll develop a more positive and realistic self-image, and you'll be much more relaxed and much less anxious. You'll have much more gratitude in your heart, and you'll have very few expectations, especially the unrealistic one. The unrealistic expectations that we have of the people or the things around us. But you have to remember one thing, that lifelong habits, they don't go away easily. It is very difficult first to even recognize our problems, our anger, our anxiety, our jealousy, and then to make an effort to hold back this tide of feeling or analyze it or work on it. It's a huge task. Transforming your mind is one of the greatest things you'll ever do. It's a matter of ridding ourselves bit by bit of our instinctive, harmful habit patterns and becoming familiar with habits and then developing positive habits in ourselves. It will be a long journey, but I promise you it will be a wonderful journey. So stay tuned for the upcoming podcasts so that you can learn more about Buddhist meditations. One last thing before I take your leave. The meditations that I'm going to recommend here are based on the works by Kathleen McDonald. She's a respected and inspiring teacher and also an author who's written a number of books on Buddhist meditation.